Alright, so Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Definitely enjoyed this title personally. This is the second installment of Dragon Ball Xenoverse titles. So basically what this is all about, you as an individual, you get to select your race. Male or female, you can be a Saiyan, you can be a human, you can be a Namekian, you can be a Frieza race, you can be a Majin. Whatever you decide to be, you can decide if you like balanced combat, close combat, whatever it may be. You are your character, okay? Now you take your character into this world as a time patroller. What the time patrollers do, they are here to make sure time stays intact, right? So there's these evil sorceress, Mira. She is going between time. She comes back, of course, from the first installment of Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and she is here to continue to create ripples in time by affecting Bardock and a bunch of other people. I'm not going to spoil too much because I want you guys to play this game because it's amazing. So basically your whole objective is to fix time that is being altered by Mira in this strange powerful source that is manipulating people into changing the timeline, which could eventually, cause complete havoc in the world or whatever it may be. You can't mess with time. Time needs to stay the same. If you watch The Flash or any kind of time travel show, Doctor Who, whatever it may be, you already get the concept. So it's awesome because, of course, everybody always wanted to be their own character in the Dragon Ball universe, right? So this is complete online Dragon Ball game. You can be a Saiyan, you can become Super Saiyan, you level up to become stronger, you select which kind of stats you like, you get to customize your move set, you get to train under all of the different fighters in Dragon Ball, all of the different characters, all of the different masters, and it's dope. There's so many more clothes in this to customize your character than there was in the first original Xenoverse game. There's more moves. Turning Super Saiyan is a lot easier, I would say. You still have to learn how to turn Super Saiyan. You actually learn how to turn Super Saiyan from Vegeta, not Dragon Ball Super there, for you guys that watch Dragon Ball Super. But Vegeta teaches you how to turn Super Saiyan, and as you progress and get stronger, you unlock higher levels of Super Saiyan, all the way up to Super Saiyan 3, long mane, super dope. You see Goku on the screen, Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 3 there. So story mode, of course, it's fun. One downfall I will say, if you play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the first one, a lot of the missions are kind of rehashes from the first game because, they're taking from one part or, a giant chunk of Dragon Ball that we've seen in games over and over again. So it gets kind of repetitive and it seems kind of easy at first. Honestly, when you're going through some of like the parallel quest, things like that. Now the main story it's different. It's difficult, of course. It gets harder as you progress through the story, but the parallel quests, those seem to be rehashes of the same parallel quests from Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now they're good missions when you're trying to level up your character, but they do get repetitive, and at times it's like, man, I feel like I've played this already. But other than that, I do like the addition throughout time. Like I said, I have the DLC. Throughout time, I've actually expanded on the game, and the DLC actually goes into Dragon Ball Super, things that we have not seen or things that we have just seen that have recently come out in a Japanese dub. There's no real English dub of Dragon Ball Super except for the first season, and that's just basically scratching the surface of Resurrection F, which we've seen in the first Xenoverse and everyone here in the States has seen. But fortunately, with the DLC of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we get into the Universe tournament between Universe 6 and Universe 7, which is super cool. We get more characters from that. They add Hit, they add Champa, the God of Destruction, Beerus' twin brother. They add, who else do they add? They add Frost, they add Kaba, who can go Super Saiyan himself, which is super cool. And then not only do they have that, but they also give you the Goku Black Saga, right? So now there's DLC for Goku Black, so you get Goku Black, you get Zamasu, you get Future Trunks with the light blue hair, not Future Trunks with the purple hair, completely different dude. And it's you get merged Zamasu, and then you also get storylines for all of this. So it expands on the main storyline as well as the parallel quests. You do the parallel quests to get the gear, so you can get like Goku Black's gear, Zamasu's gear, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeto's gear, all of that from competing in the parallel quests. But this DLC, honestly, the DLC in my opinion was the icing on the cake because, like I said earlier in the game, it seemed kind of easy, right? All these repetitive things, they seem kind of easy. Sagas that we've played time and time again. Now these new sagas, these DLC, these are tough. Like honestly, I have my character maxed out and I'm still having difficulties with the DLC. I still haven't completely beat them all just because this merged Zamasu mission, this storyline with it, this arc that you get is super tough. I mean, you're combating a god, and it actually feels like it when you're playing the game. Like I said, I still haven't completed it, even though I mean I've got tons of playthroughs through it. That's actually what I'm currently working on, trying to just beat this. But it's super tough. You actually have to go out. There's different things, different side missions that you can do that actually expanded on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So you have to actually protect, like, you have to protect the supreme god of the Namekians. You have to go there and you have to do like quests where you collect Dragon Balls and you fend off people to defend Namek. And then by doing that, you can level up. It helps you expand your level to 10 more levels, so then you can actually do like the missions against Zamasu and things like that, because it recommends level 90, but without doing the extra parallel quests, your max level is level 80, so it makes things very difficult. But it gets you to play the entire game, not just certain missions, just the story, only playing online competitions. Before I run out of time, let me get into the online, because I haven't really talked much about that. And I know this is kind of a jumbled review, but we're here, we're doing it live, it's all good. Online, you better be ready. If you think you're good just because you played parallel quests, it doesn't matter if you played every single parallel quest and you got an S on every single one of them. You will get that ass whooped online in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Like no other. You will get whooped. Not only can you potentially get jumped if you're just jumping into random rooms, there's some people, just because how they made their characters, they can give it to you. You'll run into people that are really strong and really fast. You'll run into people that have so much ki, they literally can just blow you out of blow you away with one super move. It's you got to be careful when you're out here. They have the world tournament. That is no joke either. Literally, when you're playing online, this is like, it's like the tournament of power, the universal tournament. You're playing against the best in the universe. Now, sometimes there's bums that you can just scrape, but a lot of the time there's people that are putting in work with their custom design characters, with their moves equipped how they would like them, and they'll surprise you, man. So I recommend everybody, if you haven't checked it out, most definitely check it out. Not only if you buy the deals, not only do you have to buy DLC, but you also get free DLC that's a part of the game. Every time they release paid DLC, they also release unpaid DLC with it as well, so it helps keep moving everything along. Like I said, there's Goku Black, Future Trunks in the game. It's dope. The only other thing I could really ask for was the ability to go Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe we'll see that in Xenoverse 3, if there is a Xenoverse 3. I definitely wish they would expand on the DLC. I know they're bringing it over to the Switch now as well, which is going to expand the life. Maybe we'll see some Tournament of Power DLC, which would be really, really dope. I'd love to see all the new characters that they have from all of these different universes enter the game as well. Just because, like I said, the customization of the game, you can even get the Majin symbol, you can get a tail now from the DLC. It's super cool. It's a fun game. I recommend everybody out there check it out. And I just somehow talked for 10 minutes about Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Yeah.
What's that score though?
That score, oh, the score. Honestly, I'm going to give that score 4 out of 5 MFs. Like I said, at times it seemed like it could be kind of like a rehash, especially a lot of those parallel quests. But I mean, at saying it again, you know, those quests are fun. That's the Dragon Ball we know, and you couldn't just like make up stuff for Dragon Ball because fanboys would be mad about that and say that's not canon. So you know they do what they can, and they make twists and turns. You know, with time, the whole time scheme I think is what has them. That's what keeps it fresh because what if something happened? Like say, what if Goku actually killed Raditz, or what if Raditz killed Goku? You know, things like that happen in the game, and it keeps it fresh. And the DLC, man, like I said, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And you only had to pay for it once. It was like 20 or 30 bucks or something like that. It wasn't bad. So